I still don't like that. Good day, everybody. This is the Baby Mama update. Um, I wanted to say before I get started, thank you. I have 15 subscribers. I feel like I'm the shit right now. I really do. I really do. Um, can't nobody tell me nothing. I got 15 subscribers. I ain't been doing this a whole year. No, I've been doing it for a little bit over a year now. And I got 15 subscribers, so I'm happy to them up right now. Y'all don't even know. But let's get on to some real business stuff. Um, so to update y'all on what's going on. So I was living in Southern California, San Diego, California, um, having a good life out there with carne asada fries, and I probably said that wrong, but excuse me. I'm on pain meds. Where am I? What's this? I'm on pain meds. Um, My baby mama hit me with a car, so they gave me 800 milligrams of ibuprofen, neoproxen, naproxen. I think I said that wrong the first time, and Percocet, which is truly a beast with the other two. Um, and to make things worse, I may need surgery, so they gave me a medical boot. My daughter likes to play with it and take the air out of it, and then put the air back in with the ball. Uh, so she hit me with a car, and I've only been back for almost 2 months now. You wouldn't think this happened. I got back February. I officially touched down February 3rd of this year, and she hit me with her car February 28th. Not even a whole month. I've been here and I got hit by the car. Like, that's some bullshit. If I would have had it any other way, I wouldn't get hit by a car. Crazy bitch. Matter of fact, I can't drive because when I'm on Percocet at the time I was on Percocet and ibuprofen for the pain and the swelling of my foot, and I couldn't drive because I was drowsy, I was dizzy, and everything just seemed to be squiggly lines everywhere. I was in heaven, like cloud nine for real, and I didn't want to jeopardize my daughter's safety, so I said, "Hey, can you meet me at a?" Actually, I didn't. I didn't even ask her to meet me anywhere. She was gonna meet me downtown, Charlotte, North Carolina, at a police station, and then, cause we got out of court, what happened is on the 28th, I filed a restraining order against her. On the 1st, she filed a restraining order against me. On March 11th, the judge granted both restraining orders. And he said that we can only communicate through text. But I have a parenting agreement that says that I can communicate with my daughter. So I called and said, "Hey, let me speak to Jenna." She refused to answer the phone. She said all communication needs to be through text. I said, "Yeah, that's my communication with you, not me communicating with my daughter. She can't read. Like, okay, she can read little words like cat, dog, mommy, daddy, love. You know, she ain't on the whole reading thoroughly thing yet." So I said, "Hey, let me speak to my daughter." She says, "No, all communication needs to be through text." You ignorant bitch. What the fuck? How am I going to communicate to my daughter via text? That's the dumbest shit. Let me speak to my daughter. She said, "No. Fuck it. I'm not going to push that button anymore." So I don't call. So, what is this? So, what happened was, like, I've been back less than 30. Well, no. At the time, I had been best at. Let's look at the facts as of the 28th. So we're gonna pretend today is the 28th of February. I had been back less than 30 days, and the police had been called on me. I got hit by a car. and she kept me away from my daughter. All in 30 days. Now, at the beginning of the month, she said she wanted to start a new page. Like, I hadn't even been in Charlotte, North Carolina for 24 hours. Fuck that. I hadn't been in North Carolina for 24 hours, and she said, I want to start a new page. Bitch, do you realize for the past year that you hid my daughter, you kept my daughter from talking to me, you moved and didn't tell me your address, you wouldn't tell me where my daughter went to school. The list just goes on about how she violated a parenting agreement. Matter of fact, she put our daughter in therapy and said I abducted my daughter twice. Not once, but twice. Now, mind you, the 2 times she said I abducted my daughter, she had full access to my daughter. She, like, it amazes me how people believe the mothers and then the fathers have to show this much fucking proof. Like, it got to one point where I showed so much proof to the therapist. They was like, well, you know you can't abduct somebody without having a court order. I was like, I didn't even know that. The therapist like, yeah, if this wasn't in court and you kept your daughter, that's physical custody. Nobody had custody. You can't abduct anybody without a court order. Oh, okay. So then they began to believe me that the mother of my child was full of shit. So I had to show proof of emails, text messages. I had to show proof of videos that I had taken of my daughter, because everything was recorded, like drop-offs, pickups. It was recorded. Then what else happened? Shit. Oh man. I know I've been here less than 30 days and I ain't seen so much drama in my life happen so fucking fast. As a matter of fact, we go to court April 4th for her hitting me with the car. And let me mind you, like, I seen the x-rays. So she damaged the ligaments in my foot, in my ankle, or foot, ankle, whatever you want to say. The bones are supposed to be like this, but she twisted the ligaments, so the ligaments are pushing my bones apart. And every time I move my bone, right, it pop and make this really loud popping sound, like I'm popping, like you popping your knuckles. It sounds like that every time I try to walk, and it hurts. It hurts like hell. Throw that in there. So I did what the good book tells me: treat others how they treat you. And yeah, I'm pretty sure it doesn't say that in the good book, but in my book, it does. Treat other people how they treat you. So let me think. How would she have handled this situation if I would have run over her foot? She would have pressed charges. I would have been in jail. And I wouldn't have been able to see my daughter. I did the same exact thing. And you know what the crazy thing is? In the whole process, I still wasn't able to see my daughter. So what did I do? I chilled out. I wasn't worried about it because I know the judge that was going to see everything, the judge that sees everything has seen her in action before. Like last year, I came and picked up my daughter in January and took her to California and said, hey, this is the plan. Matter of fact, my daughter started telling me some stuff and I was like, I'm not sending her back. Not like this. And what I'll do is we'll work out so you can come over here and visit. Now what she did is she filed for emergency custody and had all the paperwork sent to the wrong address. So I had no idea of what the fuck was going on. I get an email from her attorney says I need to be in court. I got this email on a Friday. I had to be in court Monday. So I was like, no, that ain't happening. I can't do that. I filed for a continuance. Got a continuance until the end of the month. She got on stand and said, yes, she had the right address, but she sent the paperwork to the wrong address on purpose. That's the only reason I didn't go to jail for being in contempt. She has been damaged, but you truly never know how damaged someone is until you try to love them. and trying to love this one, whoo, there's miles and miles and miles of damage there. I ain't trying to dig that stone no more. To the next brother, I salute you, goddammit. You know, I would have a drink right now just for you, but I don't think I could drink on Percocet. You know, and my daughter likes playing with this boot because you can let the air out because it keeps it's like an air pressure on the inside to keep your foot still so it's not wiggling all over the place. And then there's a release, so she lets the air out and then pumps it back in, and she does it all day. But the thing is, after this happening, you know, I can't even play with my daughter like I would like to because of this incident. Like, we made up a game called Burrito, where I chase her with a blanket, I wrap her up with the blanket, roll her up like a burrito, tickle her, try to eat her, let her escape, do it again. Now, I don't, as fathers, and this is something I just thought about, honestly. As fathers, we get on, we kind of blow off the baby mothers and be like, fuck it, there's nothing that can be done. The court system is designed for the mothers, which is true. I've had a lawyer tell me 90% of the laws are made to side with the mothers. Think about it. A man hit a woman, that's an assault on a female. A woman hit a man, there is no such thing as woman hits man assault. It's just not. It's just an assault or simple assault or something like that. She hit me with a car, and she got arrested for assault with deadly weapon. I mean, if they think I hit her, that's an assault on a female. That's 6 months guaranteed. 6 months in jail, depending on your state. Like, she... Luckily, I ain't never been convicted of it. I'm not going to say luckily. The truth has always come out, or she drops charges because the story don't hold water. So, what happens, what's going on right now is we're pretty much waiting for I'm pretty much waiting for the assault case on April 4th. And, you know, as fathers, we need to stop calling in a bucket. I'm talking about the good ones, because not all fathers are good fathers. And I've learned that too. Because there's some shitty fathers out there. There really are. But there are a lot more people or men out there that want to be a part of their child's life. But you got women that make it hard. Like, when I was on Xbox Live, I had this one guy play with me all the time. And we used to go back, my baby mama so ratchet, she did. Or my baby mama so ratchet, this what happened. And, you know, he usually win. Because his baby mama was on some trifling shit. And you know, at the end of these competitions, he's like, you know what? I definitely do prefer the baby mama that I have. But no, I don't. I don't like drama. I don't like drama in any shape, fashion, or form. But compared to his, yeah. And I had another friend who, he won custody of his child because his baby mama stabbed him in the arm and then cut herself. And then she called the police. And the only reason that he didn't get arrested is because he had all these scratches and all these marks on him. And then he had a big ass cut on his arm. And all she did was like kind of slice her arm, not stab her arm. Dumb bitch. So he got custody of his son that way. Of his son that way. And I had another friend who's still working on getting custody because his baby mama was a prostitute. I ain't saying no names, but his baby mama a prostitute. And there's so many of us out there having the same issue with the court system. Like, for example, with me, they told me, report her to Child Protective Service. Report her. The brother of my child has been reported to Child Protective Services since the time my daughter was probably 6 months. From 6 months on to 3. Ain't nothing happened. They go there with a little questionnaire. They go there with a little binder and they give her little questions. Yes, no, yes, no. They look around, close their binder, and leave. Let me tell you the problem with that. If it was the father, because it's a true story, a friend of mine, DSS came in and took his children, yes, his children, away from him for 30 days because the mother of his child told them something. I forgot exactly what they told them, what she told them, but they took his children away for 30 days until they could investigate, and they found nothing. After 30 days of investigation, they found nothing. But they kept his children away from him. Mind you, if he would have told the same thing to them about the mother of his child, nothing would have been done. It's just a little questionnaire. So, as fathers, we need to start hitting the court systems. We need to start talking to these lawyers. We need to find the loopholes like businesses, man. Run this like a business. Fuck what you heard. This is a business, and the business is your child. Like, I learned that everything is recorded. I record all calls. She don't like it. I don't give a fuck. She was like, you know what? Since you're recording me, we need to text. Bitch, that's still another form of documentation. I don't give a fuck. Then she wanted to go back to calls. Oh well, they still gonna be recorded. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna send this shit to my lawyer. I'm gonna send this shit to whoever needs to be sent to. Pickups and drop-offs. Matter of fact, I wasn't, but now I'm gonna start recording those. I was slipping up on my pimping right there. Like, it's one thing, and then when it goes to court, it's her word versus your word without this stuff. I got a year worth of documentation on how she violated the parenting agreement. And nothing can be done as of this moment because I wasn't here. I got a year worth, but I wasn't here to do anything. Now that I'm here, something's getting done. And women like this one don't like it when you have control or when they're losing control. But I don't understand, why is a child a form of control? A child, that's somebody's life. You shouldn't be trying to get back and pay back with somebody's life. The fuck you doing? You gonna ruin somebody's life because you spiteful and vindictive? You evil bitch. And mind you, when I say evil bitch, men can be bitches too. So if you got a baby daddy who's doing this bullshit, he an evil bitch too. So, but I'm just saying, I've known the mother of my child since we were 11. She moved in with me because her mother was a crackhead, and she moved out. I had a 2-bedroom. Her boyfriend kicked her out. She moved in with me. We started messing around. Man, if I knew what I knew today, I probably wouldn't let that bitch move in with me again. Now I think about it. That would have avoided this whole situation. But you know what? We live, we learn, we grow. And I've learned. I got like a crazy bitch radar going around me. Like, bitch, you ain't set right. Keep it moving. I had this one bitch I was messing with in California who, off subject, not going to talk about it. But, on some other news, like, as fathers, we don't fight hard enough. I was watching this one video where this guy was like, you know, he just deals with it, you know. It's not, you become happy in a sense, not because you're not able to see, not because you're able to not see your child, but because it's it's so small, it's not that big of a deal. Because at the end of the day, it's not you that's losing your sanity. It's going to be this child, the mother. It's a trickle effect. You know, once you realize that trickle effect, let it go. But I don't want my child to grow up and be like, you know what, I was raised. I seen this one video on World Star of this chick who said she learned how to manipulate dudes at a young age because she witnessed what her mother did. Let me just go ahead and say this, people. If you don't like your baby mama, your baby daddy, it's for a reason. The fuck you think they gonna raise your child to be? If your baby mama fucked up and she's raising your little girl, like I got a little girl, that's exactly who she gonna be. I'm not gonna wanna fuck with my daughter because she's gonna remind me of her mother. Nah, I'm not gonna take that chance. Fuck what you heard. Now, she, if I don't know, it could be vice versa. But look at the people we look at the person that you have this child by, and if that's who you want this child to be, by all means, let it go. If you don't, you better fight a little harder, cause ratchets raise ratchets. Ratchets don't come out of nowhere. You don't just come out the womb and be like, I'm a ratchet. I'm a ratchet. I'm a ratchet. Nah, you innocent. And then you're raised by a ratchet who then turns you into a ratchet. You are raised by someone with intellect, so then you become someone with intellect. You are raised to become the next president. You're raised to become the next astronaut. And I'm just saying that because my daughter wants to be an astronaut. You raise who you are. If you are ratchet, no self-esteem, no self-worth, crazy bitch, that's who your children are going to be. No self-esteem, no self-worth, little niggas with the pants half down. I'm just talking about boys. The pants half down who think it's okay to hit women. And if you're raising a little girl, she's going to be that the same person your baby mama is. I'm just saying, fathers, we need to get our shit together. Because what has the world come to when it's okay to throw a man in jail because he overpays his child support? What does the world come to when it's okay for one side of the coin to be the dominant side? Two people made that baby, not one. Final thought.